Large-scale projects need careful planning, and if you are good at strategy, you might want to progress into this field of construction. Senior Planning Manager Adio Amuza works for a large contractor and has always opted to be site-based.
Site-based planning has its great bonuses. One, it's dynamic. You see the building getting built, you see the challenges every day, you see the problems you get. It's also very social and there's a lot more fun from that point of view as well. I did most of my training in Glasgow. The course I attended was the BSc in Construction Management, and it was a 4-year sandwich course, which meant you spent 2.5 years in the college university. You had 15 months out, which was invaluable experience, and a year back in. And I was fortunate in my year to be sponsored by the company I worked with. One of the projects I worked on early on in my career was Ibrox Stadium, and we had to demolish part of the building. I am a Celtic supporter, so it was actually quite a lot of fun to knock down part of the rival football stadium. And most of the contractors I worked with or I employed on the job were actually Celtic supporters as well, which made it even more fun. The most challenging project I've worked on has got to be Westminster Station. It was 45 meters into the ground. You had to organize, plan deliveries of materials and men 45 meters in. And at the same time, the fun thing about doing Westminster Station was the fact we had to keep the district and circle line above us, 40 meters up, keep it going as you're tunneling and building below them. Recently I've been given the opportunity to mentor and train a young planner, and the beauty about that is you learn more skills about yourself, or more things about yourself. Things you used to take for granted, you can now pass on. The experience you've had, you can now pass on.
Been working with Adio for about 7 months altogether, and we've split our roles in a quite efficient way. So I'm allowed a certain amount of leeway to make decisions, planning decisions, but I tend to consult Adio for his depth of experience and amongst other things. It's quite nice to have a bit of a, how do you put it, a little bit of a shelter at the moment, and I can bounce ideas off him on a day-to-day basis, and when I do think the job's at risk, I tend to discuss things with him before I go ahead and advise my team.
It's tough. I've probably given a very ideal picture of construction, but it is very tough, but it is very rewarding